Earlier on your morning, we brought you the story of a mother who discovered her son had sleep apnea after doctors told her that he's probably suffering from ADHD. This is a story that's raising concerns about how many other children could potentially have been misdiagnosed. And here with more is Director of Sleep Medicine at the Hospital for Sick Children, Dr. Indra Narang. Good to have you with us this morning.
Okay, pleasure to be here.
So this was a correlation that I had not heard about before, but something that you've encountered or heard of where a child has ADHD that has been misdiagnosed, and it's actually sleep apnea. How does that happen?
So, first of all, maybe I just should explain what sleep apnea is. That sleep apnea is where there is a blockage in the airway at night. And the way our body responds to these blockages during breathing at night is that the brain wakes up and you have what we call an awakening and you resume normal breathing. Now, if that happens lots of times a night, that's associated with a lot of sleep fragmentation and sleep deprivation. So your body wakes up and your brain wakes up feeling tired in the morning. And the way your body responds, you have neurochemical imbalance, and it results in what we may call hyperactivity during the day. So young children may not be sleepy. They may have disruptive behavior, hyperactive behavior. We call them cranky kids in the morning.
Well, it would make sense if they're not getting a full night's sleep. A study published in the European Journal of Pediatrics found that back in 2012, sleep apnea affected 10% of kids between the ages of 6 and 8. Meanwhile, the Centre for ADHD Awareness Canada reports 5% of children worldwide suffer from ADHD. So is any effort being made, doctor, within the medical community to identify these subtle differences between conditions like ADHD and sleep apnea?
So I think that's a great question. So we do know that sleep apnea is quite prevalent in otherwise healthy children. And I think certainly across Canada, there's an increased awareness of the symptoms associated with sleep apnea. So if your child, for example, has snoring during the night or mouth breathing during the day, and your child is a little bit more hyperactive, say, for example, than their siblings or their peers, it's always worth asking the pediatrician, does my child have sleep apnea? And, every child has an annual physical check, and that's a good time to check in with your pediatrician.
So this is what parents should be looking out for. Run those symptoms past us again.
So at night, the main symptom that you see is snoring and mouth breathing. And certainly during the day, you would see mouth breathing. Not all children, but there are many children who will mouth breathe. And children who maybe are a bit more hyperactive or have disruptive behavior during the day. I just have to outline, though, some children have no symptoms at all. They merely just have snoring at night.
Cause enough, though, to check in with your pediatrician first?
Definitely check in with your pediatrician if you're worried about your child's breathing during sleep.
Doctor, thanks for coming in this morning. It's a fascinating topic.
Thank you very much.